VC music lovers, how are we? Welcome to Tricky Tunes Vinyl Tag 2020. Hope everyone's well. We've only got 18 minutes and 40 seconds on my memory left, not this one, in the camera there, so let's try and get it through, done by then, okay? Weather's settled down a little bit, New South Wales, a bit of a reprieve, but other parts of Australia like Victoria, South Australia, still in some really heat patterns at the moment, and yeah, so yeah, we still don't know the full consequences of what we're going through. So thanks for all your best wishes. All right, let's get into it. Best find. I'll actually just vinyl take. I love doing a vinyl take. It's fun. Yeah, it's just interesting to see what our response is. This will be my third vinyl take now. So here we go. All right, best finds of 19. Now, I ended up buying a collection. I did a video of that, I don't know, 6 months ago maybe. And in the end, I ended up getting all these Pearl Jam US originals. Probably would have equated to like $2 each. So crazy stuff. Amazing. I just sort of pinch myself still that I actually got these in the collection, and you know, I got so lucky with that. So yeah, I mean, there's been lots of really good finds. I'm going to say that is the creme de la crop. Favorite album of 19. I don't have any. Haven't listened to any albums released this year. Just not my thing, really. Just so much to explore. You know, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and it just doesn't really interest me. So, though, you know, my daughter is big enough to be sitting in the front seat now of the car, and what a radio Nazi she is, and pretty much just listen to what she wants. So I do know, sort of. Oh, I dig that song, Old Town Road. That was pretty cool last year. You know, there's other bands like, I don't know. A few not bad artists out there. I'm sure there's loads of great music, I'm sure, but I just doesn't interest me. So I haven't got anything. Probably from this decade, really, on vinyl. Well, maybe I do, but not much. Anyway, okay, novelty record. I got quite a few, but I couldn't actually find them very easily. Like Space Invaders and a few Sesame Streets, and yeah, just I don't mind a few novelty records. But actually, when I was checking my collection, and I remember this one. This is something I've had pretty much since day dot of collection. So it's footy favourites. These are basically rugby league players when it used to be a pretty good sport back in the 80s and 90s. They just sang songs, sponsored by good old Australian beer KB, Cold KB. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these teams don't actually exist anymore. They're actually amalgamated, but my team was the Seagulls, which were not that well liked. And funny, this really song that I really loved growing up and listening to was the song by my team player, and it was the song 20 Miles. I loved that song growing up, just loved singing it. Then realised, you know, later that it was actually Ray Brown, the Whispers, who were really pretty cool Aussie sort of garagey sort of beat sort of band. So yeah, 20 Miles and 40 favourites. Homage cover. Jeez, I struggled a little bit with this one, and homage to another band. I couldn't quite get that, so, but what did I pick? I picked the same band, but I think it's the homage to the same cover earlier on, so it's classic. So anyway, is that a homage to that, or the one? That one, a homage to that one, is it? I don't know. Well, I'd say so. Anyway, homage, it's a funny word, homage. Do you say the H? I don't know. B-sides, deep cut. This one, so it's another Pearl Jam actually that I got from that collection. This is Riot Act. Not really an album talked about, so I'd say the deep cuts. A lot of the songs on this is great, you know. Ed Vedder's one of my favourite vocalists. Just that alt rock, just great, hard hitting, powerful voice, and this really tells the story. You got folk, and like storytellers are often like folky sort of artists and reggae and sort of stuff like that. But you don't get that sort of storytelling in a bit more harder music, I think. And yeah, I really feel Ed Vedder does that, and probably I'd say the deep cut, because it's not actually, I think it's actually released as a single as an A-side, but let's just call it deep cut as I Am Mine. So just really nice, but really fairly underrated, I think, Pearl Jam album. This is their latest stuff, but Riot Act, great album. Really love it. Alright, something funky. This is a bit funky in the back here. Jimmy Castor's Bunch featuring the Everyman. Isn't Everything Man? Probably everywhere as well. Alright, but actually that wasn't what I was going to pick, I just put that on. Funky, I went for this now. A lot of people have shown this for a different question. So I went for Cans, Tago Magos. For the drummer, Jackie, as one of their favorite drummers, which is a great drummer, amazing drummer. But it's obviously krautrock and experimental and droney, but side 1 and side 2 has got quite a bit of funk in it, I reckon. So I'm gonna put that one as my funkiness. Strange. Shelf buddies, bedfellows. I think this is my favourite question, actually, the whole tag. It was a great question. It's quite interesting to look at the bedfellows. And I do mine alphabetically. Start from A, just about N, and then the rest is over there. It's a little bit hard to get to the A, I've got to reach over. So I sort of went to about the E level here. So pulled out Melissa Etheridge. Yeah. I really dug this growing up, and I just listened to it a couple of days ago, and it's still pretty reasonable, Great voice, powerful. Some great songs. What was it? Summer Where We Bring Some Water, Late September Dogs, and similar features. Really, quite a nice album. And this was next to. Now, officially, if I do them alphabetically, so it's pretty alphabetically, but maybe it's slightly loosely. This album should be at the start because it starts with a number, but I put it under E, Etheridge, next to the 13th floor elevators. So that's quite opposite ends of the spectrums. So Etheridge and the 13th floor elevators. They were strange bedfellows. I was there. Probably I was thinking of probably my very first concert I went to, like without any my parents or any adults. Basically, I think I was 14. We went to town, into Sydney, and Big Smoke, and saw this band at one of my favourite venues, the Hordern Pavilion, where I love it because it's mostly standing. You want to be standing at a concert. You want to boogie. So Noiseworks. So Australian sort of pop rock, really. Not brilliant music, but pretty reasonable, pretty good. But I always remember it from my first concert, really, that I, went to the city with my friends and without parental supervision, and it was a brilliant night. And they were backed up with Rat Cat. So Noiseworks, which had the OG, pretty much this band. I might have one. I think I've got Back in Black's an OG. Pretty much the rest. This is I've got a couple bootlegs, couple represses. Yeah, OGs are just ridiculously expensive. But I've nearly done my discography of these guys, but sort of made up of non-OGs. But in the end, that's fine. It's fine. Still, it's about the music. But you do sort of hope for OGs one day. Discography I own. This one's not too hard a discography to own. Only 5 albums, and I'm actually going to do that answer this for 2 questions. They're going to do that as a batting average as well. That's the Police. What can you say? They're just all really great albums. They're all in there anyway. And there's one more there. So yeah, really dig it. This is actually their debut. Was their last one I found. Spun this today actually, really good. Punk tinged rock, the rawness of it is really great. Just great stuff, really good stuff. So The Police, Batting Average, and Discography. Alright, unique center label, well, moderately unique. This could double up as one of my best purchases of 19. Rodriguez, Cold Fact. That's amazing, amazing album. Psychedelic, folky, yes. Just awesome. I love this album. Absolutely love this album. It's just awesome. Yeah, so it's on the. It's sort of one that you probably don't want to know. Well, I didn't want to know. I didn't want an OG. I wanted to find one on this label, which is interesting. This is a much more exciting label. The OGs are on like I think A&M, but the re-releases, represses are on this Blue Goose. Yeah, very cool. I think Blue Goose was a label as well in the US. I can't remember what sort of genre they did, but unrelated to this. This is out of Melbourne. Pretty much they did Rodriguez's albums. That's what they're famous for. The Blue Goose, great stuff, and what an album. Yeah, just beautiful. You know, powerful stuff. Oh, I'll put it over there for now. Okay. Alrighty. What do we got? Pre-band. Alrighty, pre-band. Oops, I'm gonna go for. Let's put that there. Band called The Vagrants, and it's this guy. Do you know who it is? He's over here too. It's Leslie West, out of Mountains. So Vagrants, garagey rock, and sort of. I think this came out. This is a collection of some singles. I think they mostly had just singles. Great stuff. It's it's good stuff. I wouldn't say great. It's good stuff. There's a few great songs on here, but there's a couple of sort of fillers. But garagey rock, really good. They were sort of known as more a bigger live band, but just couldn't really reproduce that in the studios. But and they actually had the song Respect, and obviously and the other lady who did that was much more famous in her version. So, but yeah, Leslie West on guitar is great there, and yeah, pre-band. What have we got? Underrated. Movie, books. I'm not the biggest reader. I don't know. I just find it hard to turn pages and pages. I just sort of read for a little bit, and then I just put it down, and then I come back to it for 6 months, and then I think I forget everything, and I just. Anyway, so I actually prefer more magazines. I'm just going to say book magazines. You see all these record stores just in corners, just on the floor for $1 or $2. And this one's a Led Zeppelin one. I got a Rolling Stones one, and this one sort of goes through the whole discography and tells you about all the history of the album, of each album. So it's cool listening to the album and reading about it at the same time. So yeah, so it's sort of more a bit of a mag guy or short story guy. Alright, underrated album. I do talk about this band reasonably often. Love them. That's the Sunny Boys. This is my own homage cover. But basically, that's the cover there. Great sort of power pop, Aussie power pop, post-punk sounding stuff. It's great. Actually, Grandma, thank you, gave me this VCLT. He gave me the record, and I just made the cover. Thank you, Grandma. And yeah, I love them. Love Sunny Boys. Just check them out. See what you think. Just great music. Just great stuff. Done Batting Average. Same cover, different album. Went with this one. Actually, I don't even have a cover, but it's the album. If that's the right way around. You see that? Split Ends, True Colours. This one's actually got 8 different covers. I don't have any of them. But it's cool actually in the label. Not in the label, sleeve. Yeah, so Split Ends, True Colours. Cool album. I just spun it today. bit of Poor Boy, and a lot of cool songs on there. Anyway, album bought cheap that might be worth a bit now. I'll go with this. I've shown this before. So the La Da Da's. This is the Happy Prince. This is a beautiful, beautiful album. It's a story by Oscar Wilde, just about how greed and how things probably are these days. But a prince and a bird. Anyway, check it out. If you've got 40 minutes at some time, check this album out. The Happy Prince online. La Da Da's. They're actually a Kiwi band that came to Australia. It came out in 60. This might be like 68, 69. 69. Just beautiful, beautiful stuff. La Da Da's, The Happy Prince. Check that out. Favorite drummer, there's a few, but I actually just went for this guy, a band that's changed the landscape basically, and not really talked about. Maybe it's too commercial. I don't know, but So I went for Dave Grohl. I mean, smashes the guitar. The drums hard. Great timing. Great musician. So much passion, power, and yeah, Dave Grohl. And turning 20. I've got no vinyl that was from 2020, but I went an album. Another band. Not many people talk about, who I dig as well. I dig most of their albums. Is Linkin Park, Hybrid Theory. Love this album when it came out. New metal, just hard-hitting stuff, just great, catchy, just hard-hitting awesomeness. And a trilogy. I could not get anything. And I just thought, trilogy, first thing that comes to my mind, it's not a band, but it's an institution. It's a way of life. It's not a trilogy anymore, but, everyone just thinks about the trilogy, and it's all right. So that is it, 2020. Hope everyone is well. Hopefully got enough memory. Take care, everyone. Look after yourselves. Be well.